Hey, my love. I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. This is the weekly tarot reading for Libra, November 12th through the 19th. Hey, Libra, fellow airplane. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm gonna be pulling a goddess guidance card. If you haven't already, before you watched this video, before you're watching this video, then make sure you do go and look at the general that I did for all signs because the message was transformation and great blessings. That's an energy available to all of us this week, and you should take advantage of that. Why not? So let's get this goddess guidance card. Also look at your the readings for your other placements because they'll help you kind of get a more clear picture of your week. Also remember that I have personal readings available via text, email, or phone. See the description box for more details. So goddess guidance, give us a card for the lovely Libras for November 12th through the 19th. What energy is surrounding Libra November 12th through the 19th? Inner wisdom. You have the goddess Athena. Beautiful. It says, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. I think that's a that's a continuing theme, even from the monthly that I did for Libra, when I was saying that you're starting to really trust yourself and come into your own. This is a continuation of that. You may have big things coming up for you since we did have that energy about transformations for all signs. Something big may be coming up for you, cycles either beginning or ending, maybe even both, since that tends to happen. One ends, another begins. Um, but you know what to do. You have the knowledge of what it is that you want to do. I think you have the experience of what it is that you want to do. And you also have like the inner strength, like you really have the willpower to get it done. You have the mental fortitude to get it done. You have the spiritual strength, to get it done. Well, y'all gonna have to wait. You gonna wait to get it done. You know what's best for you. And I feel like you're really putting yourself first at this period in your life right now. Very important, very profound, very significant. Good job, Libra. Because you have a reputation of sometimes putting others before yourself or trying to meet the needs of everyone else over yourself. And to really put yourself first, that's amazing. I'm very proud of you. Continue to do that. You have the wisdom, take appropriate action without delay. Don't be indecisive. That can be, a common Libra issue. I don't feel like that's something that you'll really have a problem with this month either, though. You know exactly what you want to do, and I think you'll be pushing the button when it comes time to have to push the button. So, Tarot, give me some cards to round out this energy. Tell us a story that explains the inner wisdom energy that Libra has for those lovely, lovely Libras, the well-known, well-liked Libras, the always popular Libras, the devil's advocate Libras, the indecisive Libras, the balanced Libras, the judgy Libras, the gossipy Libras, but the loving Libras. Give us a good, clear picture of what is going on for Libra this week, November 12th through November 19th. November 12th through November 19th. November 12th through November 19th. We have the Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Star, the Chariot, Five of Coins, Eight of Swords, and Two of Coins. Okay, so right off back, I see some fives here, which is challenging energy. Anytime something is in the process of creation, it is challenging. And five is creative energy. and something you're passionate about. You tend to want to fight for things that you're passionate about, especially if you're passionate about creating something. So I can understand here that there's some challenging energy that will need you to require the use of that inner wisdom that we just talked about. I also see the Eight of Swords, which is like a limiting or restricting energy. It also feels like a mental prison, maybe even real prison. So stay out of jail this week, Libra. So those are the things that you kind of just maybe need to watch for, be cautious about, treat yourself, gently in those situations. But we also have two major arcana, those being the Star and the Chariot. And major arcana is like big, big, big center stage energy. So I feel like the middle part of your week, maybe around, well, between today, which is a Monday, and next Monday, I guess the middle part would be like around Thursday and Friday. Or yeah, Thursday and Friday are the card placements where these big energy is. And the star, it symbolizes Aquarius in the zodiac. So an Aquarius may be a prominent or big or significant influence on that day. The chariot symbolizes a Cancer, so that could be a prominent influence on Friday. Aquarius Cancer could have a big effect on your week around midweek or between in the middle point of this time span between this Monday and next Monday. The star also symbolizes like big dreams or big wishes. Um, I'm so ratchet. When you see a yeah, I'm looking like a star bitch when you see me make a wish. That's the first thing that crosses my mind every time I see that star card. I'm looking like a star bitch when you see me make a wish. So either you feeling like a star, you surrounded by somebody who has their star on the rise, or you're viewing somebody as a star. It's like you put them kind of like on a pedestal. The chariot card is, Cancer. Cancer, it's it can be like, you looking back on the past, since this person is looking back, but it can also be about you needing to choose your own destiny and not allow your past to decide where it is that you want to go. And I noticed that this Sphinx that is pulling the chariot, she looks a little impatient. Like, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's go. You bullshitting, you parlaying, you looking back for no reason. So if that's something that is going on here, you may even be looking back at an Aquarius, or looking back at an old dream, or looking back at somebody you put on a pedestal, and maybe waiting on them as opposed to moving forward yourself. There's where that inner wisdom comes in, like take appropriate action without delay, meaning you don't have time to wait on anyone. But let's get more into it. With the Knight of Cups here on Monday, or in the first position, I think there's an emotional offer, some type of emotional fulfillment that you're either waiting for, or that you're giving, or that you're receiving. You're waiting for it, giving it, or receiving it. Because there's a flow of water here. And I mean, it looks like you're standing beside the flow and just kind of waiting on your own. So somewhere you may see that there is prosperous energy, or healing energy, or spiritual energy. Something is flowing, and it's flowing near you, so you're actually close enough to it where you can see it. You can see prosperity flowing for somebody. You can see a spiritual awakening happening for somebody. You can see loving energy within somebody, or even within yourself. And it's like you're either waiting on it to touch you, or you're giving it, or you are actually receiving it, that energy that you're seeing that you're so close to. Maybe you're tapping into it. If you're not tapping into it, you're trying to figure out the way to tap into it, or you're the one pouring it out. In the Five of Swords energy, um this is something of like maybe an anxiety around a creative process. Like something is happening, something is on the move, because once again I'm led to look at that flow. Something is on the move, something is happening, something is getting closer, and I think the anxiety around it is growing more and more every day. There may be a worry about, am I prepared for this? Am I prepared to receive this? am I going to be able to give this? But right beside this energy of like this anxiety or this insecurity, you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can indicate an emotional imbalance. That emotional imbalance would be that insecurity or that anxiety around what's being created. Because the Queen of Cups is also like a motherly energy. The five has to do with creation, which, in the literal sense, like creating children, anything that you create out of love or out of passion, that can be children. So if you have anxiety, or insecurity around something involving your children, it's like, keep your mind on higher things because you can do it. You are a star. If it's like out of, emotional imbalance around someone that you love, and you know what it is that they're offering you, maybe you don't feel like they're offering you enough, or maybe you're insecure. Insecurities are causing you not to offer the fullness of what you have inside. You see how that offering is like leading. There's water in the background here, and then there's a stream also coming up right here. And you see how this stream also looks like it perfectly pools into this little pool right here in front of the star. It's like you have it, and this fish. um I'm led to highlight Pisces energy here because the Queen of Cups, of course, cups symbolize water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But because the specific Pisces fish does show up here, it's like Pisces, they just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. They remind me of Dory, but they're fishes and they just keep going no matter what it is. They just keep swimming. So it's like keep pushing through it. Wherever you have anxiety about something, something that's flowing your way, something that's gonna happen regardless. You can't stop the flow of water. I mean, if you're a beaver, maybe you can build a dam, but you're not beavers. You're humans, and you can't stop the flow of water. You can't stop the flow of whatever it is that's happening. So there's really no point in being anxious or being insecure about it, because really you're just missing out on the full experience. You're robbing yourself of an otherwise fulfilling experience by being anxious or being insecure about it. Like, trust in yourself, find that mothering, nurturing, loving inner wisdom, that Athena in yourself, you know, where like, hey, I got this. The Queen of Cups in its highest vibration is somebody who is emotionally balanced. They're able to pour and give into others. They're able to look at a situation and really suss out any imbalances and do the healing there to create a nurturing, a loving, a beautiful surrounding. Because as you can see, the Queen of Cups, she got her riches and her bottles and her goals and her thingamajigs and her whatnots sitting right up under her. So she's sitting on abundance. Whatever it is that's flowing to you, it is abundance. And I just don't want you to miss out on any of it because you're focused on unnecessary insecurities, or because you're just anxious. So you do things or self sabotage or cause yourself to lose out on something that was rightfully yours. You don't want to have this big thing happen and kind of dim your own light, miss out on being the star of the show, because while you should have been moving ahead into your stardom, or stepping up to the pedestal, putting your own self on a pedestal and moving ahead in that direction, instead of doing that, you were looking back. You don't want to find yourself in that place where anxiety and insecurity actually becomes regret because you stopped your own flow of abundance. You don't want to do that. So wherever it is where you may be having some mental battles, I think you have an opportunity to go ahead and fix that this week. you know um Anything is possible. Anything can happen. You may be juggling a lot of things at one time right now, and that could be kind of stressful in itself. But you have infinite opportunities. You have definitely have possibilities to get some balance in your physical life, so that whatever it is that's flowing toward you, you can handle it. You have the ability to kind of get yourself balanced in a place where you can release yourself from this Eight of Swords energy. The Eight of Swords energy is like just basically staying stuck in the same mental pattern over and over and over again. You see that eight, and then this infinity symbol here, which looks like an eight. The eight looks like infinity. It's like this mental pattern, which I feel like is that anxiety and insecurity and that stress about things and wondering about if you'll lose something and kind of being fearful of loss. I think you may be somewhat paralyzed by that. Like situations that would otherwise like freely flow to you. It's like it gets to you and you just kind of block it off. You know, like all of this water, and the Five of Coins card is somebody in the desert daydreaming about water, like seeing a mirage of prosperity when none of it has to be just a dream. You know, it doesn't just have to be some big dream you just shooting for the stars. It's like you can actually have it, you can actually embody and receive that energy. I feel like the most important thing that you need to be focused on this week is being receptive, because something is being offered to you. Find that balance within yourself where you can receive it, because I feel like it's more than one thing that's coming to you, more than one opportunity that you have to actually receive this abundance that the Queen of Cups has. If you can achieve mental balance, Libra, and you are the scale, so I know you can do it. You can achieve balance, and you can achieve emotional balance, and just kind of check those mental patterns that may not be so prosperous, that may not be very productive at all. If you can check those, then I think you'll be okay. One thing that you may have to check is like I feel like you kind of hold a grudge, but you're diplomatic about it. All right, speak a word, come through, spirit. When I say diplomatic and I point it to the star, is because and me being Aquarius, I know this more than anybody. When an Aquarius don't fuck with somebody, they just as polite and pleasant, it'll piss you off. They'll be so cool and so nice and so sweet, it will piss you plumb off. They will play the bigger person role, and they'll let you know that I'm bigger than you. You know, when I kept talking about somebody being on a pedestal, or somebody like a star, you can't really touch a star. People can sit at home and talk about Kim Kardashian all they want to, but she's a fucking star. You can't touch her. She gonna go home and lie in her bed of riches and be all right at the end of the night. And I guess she came up because this crow here, I feel like symbolizes Scorpio, and she's a Scorpio. I don't know. Somebody's a Scorpio energy. I don't know what it is. But back to what I was saying, like the Aquarius, when they hold a grudge or if they don't like somebody, they're gonna play that upper card, or that I'm better than you card, or you're lower than me. So you can be down there and you can be mad and you can be in your feelings and you can feel however type of way, but I'm this higher person and nothing you say bothers me. And with this Chariot card, it's like the energy of holding on to something. And when you hold on to something or hold a grudge or hold something emotionally that's not a prosperous energy, five is the energy of loss. So somewhere, if you feel like you lost a situation or you're holding on to something that does not serve you and that's pulling you away from creating something better, is stopping you from being in the flow, then to me that equals grudge in my mind. So if you're holding on to a grudge but you're masking it by trying to act like you're the bigger or better person, that's still an energy that is snuffing you out, stopping you from being free to receive something. Like maybe somebody is offering something and you're not really receiving it because somewhere deep down inside you're still holding a grudge. So even if they are offering you something from a pure place, trying to pour into you, you have your cup out right here. This person has a vessel full of water, but your cup's still empty. because I feel like you holding on to something. That's where that Scorpio energy come in. That you see a Scorpio sitting on the cup, you can't receive in that cup because it's a Scorpio. Scorpio is like about revenge here in this card. So this person has a vessel full of full energy, can't even pour into you because you holding a grudge from something in the past, and that's gonna block your blessing. Ooh, speak a word, spirit, come through, holding on to them same old mental patterns. When you have a chance to move forward and find some balance, work on it. Get to work, honey. Get to work, baby. Because you don't want to miss out on nothing. I mean, the two of coins can really be a chance to find your footing, to get your footing, to be okay. By the end of the week, you could, in some way, really be okay. Whereas you may have started off, feeling anxious or feeling insecure or worried about something or feeling like maybe you're losing out on something. And they're really just beliefs. Nothing is holding you back. You don't have to lose out on anything. Everything can be yours if you break free of those same thought patterns, those same behaviors, or those same beliefs. You can get some balance here. And I feel like this also means that prosperity can come in more ways than one. You can open up a new channel, a new flow of prosperity into your life by just finding that emotional balance here, getting out of that lower vibrational Queen of Cups, emotionally unbalanced to emotionally balanced. And that's when the flow, which is coming anyway, whether it misses you and goes to somebody else or whether it comes directly to you, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. So do that inner work on yourself. As above, so below, as within, so without. When you really correct things within yourself, then you really see how prosperous you can be on the outside. And you don't have to experience any loss. You don't have to worry about any loss. You don't have to worry about if you're going to be okay. You'll know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom. Oh, peace loving Libras, you know what's right. You know what's right. And I don't think you really have that much of an issue with forgiveness. It may just be this one last hurdle that you're getting over this week. But I think you'll do okay. If this reading has resonated, along with any of the other readings or the general reading, and you have anything specific that you would like to have me consult tarot or talk to spirit about for you, then I do personals through text, email, and phone. See the details in the description box. I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Thank you so much for watching. I will be doing Scorpio next. Since they want to hop up in Libra's reading, we gonna go and see what's going on with Scorpio now. Stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching.